The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. The apostles gathered together with Jesus and reported all they had done and taught. He said to them, "Come away by yourselves to a deserted place and rest a while." People were coming and going in great numbers, and they had no opportunity even to eat. So they went off in the boat by themselves to a deserted place. People saw them leaving, and many came to know about it. They hastened there on foot from all the towns and arrived at the place before them. When Jesus disembarked and saw the vast crowd, his heart was moved with pity for them, for they were like sheep without a shepherd. And he began to teach them many things. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
My brothers and sisters, when the apostles saw the vast crowd as the boat is coming to the shore, do you think their heart was one with the heart of Christ? Do you think it was moved with pity for the people? Now, we don't know for sure, but here these guys, they've just come back from a journey. They're worn out, they're exhausted. Our Lord knows that, and so He's inviting them to a place of rest. We're finally going to have time, just one-on-one, intimate time for prayer. They'd been so busy they couldn't even eat. So here they are starving, and the boat's going on, and they see the crowd. Was there annoyance? Was there anger? Resentment, frustration, disappointment? Oh man, really? Again? Right now? It raises an interesting question. If the apostles had clung to the thought of rest, the thought of finally we're going to have some time to eat freely, they would not have been able to embrace the vast crowd. Our Lord's heart is to do the will of His Father at all times, no matter what. And He sees the crowd, and in the crowd He sees His Father's will. The moment our hearts cling to any desire in this life, if that desire is not fulfilled, there'll be sadness, frustration, disappointment. Our Lord wants us to keep our hearts free always. Now that doesn't mean we don't make decisions to choose, okay, I believe He's calling me to do that and I'm going to try to follow Him. But if we cling to whatever that is, and then it's not granted or given or fulfilled, we won't be ready to embrace whatever His will actually is in that moment. I have a good friend of mine who's very careful in regards to this, where oftentimes at the end of a statement they'll say, "If it be His will." So every once in a while I'll be able to grab lunch with this individual, and I'll say, "Oh yeah, that's great, I can't wait, I'm looking forward to it." "Yeah, me too, if it be His will." And I want to say, no, let's make it His will, right? I want to have lunch, let's do it. But then every once in a while, it's not possible. And in those moments I go, "Oh man, I was so looking forward to that." If it be His will. Do we want His will at all times? And are we surrendered to that no matter what? And I close with this. Just this morning, reading from St. Alphonsus Liguori, he says, in every moment, our resolve ought to be to choose whatever is best. Not just to do something, okay, Lord, is that okay with you that I do that? But Lord, in this moment, what do you most want me to do? Because then when our plans aren't fulfilled, we'll be able to see, okay, that's not what you had in store for me. If this is what you desire, that must be what is best. And I only desire your will and what you most desire for me.